Hola chicos, come with me on my presentation day.
You've probably heard the name, seen the highlights, maybe even watched him play. But have you really taken a moment to appreciate Jude Bellingham? At just 20 years old, Bellingham's already a key player for Real Madrid. He's breaking records, dominating games and making seasoned pros look like kids. And he's doing it all with a maturity that's rare for players twice his age. But here's the thing. For all his achievements, it feels like Bellingham's still flying under the radar. He's not grabbing headlines like some of his peers, despite arguably having a bigger impact. So today we're taking a deep dive into the Bellingham story, from his early days at Birmingham to his current superstar status in Madrid. We'll look at what makes him special and why he deserves more recognition. Let's get into it. From Birmingham to Madrid. Let's rewind back a little bit. Bellingham's story isn't some overnight success. At just 16 years old, he was already walking past championship players. Despite only reeling in 4 goals and 2 assists that season, he was the one pulling the strings in that Birmingham City midfield. He was so good, Birmingham retired his number when he left. Despite fans, pundits and social media users questioning why they did it at the time, Birmingham knew they had something special on their hands. Then came Dortmund. By his last season in Germany, he was named as captain several times at just 19 years old. While most of his peers were probably worrying over exams and university parties, Jude was ranking up double-digit goals and assist contributions in the Bundesliga. The big move. Now, let's talk about the big move. Real Madrid. Not just any transfer, mind you. We're talking record-breaking stuff for a teenager. Over 100 million euros. Even for Real Madrid, that's not pocket change. And boy, has he been worth it. Hitting the ground running doesn't even begin to cover it. In a team full of football superstars and Ballon d'Or nominees, he's become the main man. And when you're on a team with guys like Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo, that is saying something. The numbers don't lie. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the stats, because in football, numbers talk. And Bellingham's are screaming right now. Most goals in the first 15 games for Real Madrid? Check. Fastest to 10 La Liga goals for Real Madrid? Check. He's outscoring some of the best strikers in the league as a midfielder. But it's not just goals. His all-round game is insane. Creating chances, making tackles, controlling the tempo. It's like watching a 30-year-old experienced midfielder in a 19-year-old's body. And the Champions League? Don't even get me started. He's been Real's go-to guy in the big games. Scoring, assists, dominating. This kid has broken record after record in this competition. So, where's the respect? Here's the £1,000,000 question. With all these achievements, why does it feel like Bellingham's getting the short end of the stick? Take the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, he was nominated, but was he really in the conversation? Despite winning the La Liga Player of the Year last season, he's still in the shadows of his fellow superstars. In the media, sure, he gets praise, but it often feels like an afterthought. You'll see Haaland's latest hat-trick splashed across the front pages, with Bellingham's goal buried somewhere in the back. Even some pundits seem to sleep on him. Jamie Carragher refuses to get carried away by the young England international, while pundits over in Germany thought a potential one-game ban at the Euros would have helped the England side. What's behind the underappreciation? So, why is this happening? Well, there are a few reasons. First up is style. Bellingham isn't flashy in the traditional sense. No fancy stepovers or rainbow flicks here. His game is all about intelligence, positioning, and doing the right thing at the right time. So, not always highlight reel stuff, even if it's incredibly effective. Then there's the Real Madrid factory. Playing for the biggest club in the world gets you attention, sure, but it can also overshadow you. When you're surrounded by superstars, it's easy to get lost in the mix. And let's not forget, he's an English player abroad. The Premier League dominates English media. Players in other leagues, sometimes they get overlooked. Out of sight, out of mind. More than just numbers. But here's the thing, Bellingham's impact goes way beyond stats. Watch a Real Madrid game. Really watch it. You'll see how he influences everything. He's the link between defence and attack. The guy who sets the tempo. The one who steps up when the team needs a spark. And it's not just at Real Madrid. Look at England. Bellingham's become key for the Three Lions. In a team packed with talent, he stands out. He's given England something they've been missing in midfield for years. Comparison with superstars. Let's put things in perspective. You've got Mbappe starting to settle in Madrid, Haaland smashing Premier League records, and Vinicius Jr. dazzling for Real Madrid. But Bellingham, he's in a league of his own. Unlike Mbappe and Haaland, he's not just about goals. And while Vinicius is all flair, Bellingham's got substance. He's got the vision of a seasoned playmaker, the work rate of a box-to-box midfielder, and the scoring touch of a striker. At 20, you could argue he's more complete than any of them. It's not just about potential with Bellingham. He's delivering right now, on the biggest stage. Tactical flexibility. What sets Bellingham apart is his tactical versatility. He's not just a box-to-box midfielder. Need him to play as a holding midfielder? No problem. Push him into a more attacking role? He'll thrive there too. His ability to adapt to different positions and tactical setups is reminiscent of old legends like Zinedine Zidane or Steven Gerrard. This flexibility not only makes him incredibly useful to his team, but also a nightmare for opponents to plan against. It's this adaptability that truly cements Bellingham's status as a complete midfielder in the modern game. Off-field impact. Now let's talk about Bellingham off the pitch. The kid's got his head screwed on right. No scandals, no drama, just pure professionalism. In his interviews, he comes across as mature beyond his years. He handles the media like a pro, never getting flustered, always saying the right things. And the pressure of playing for Real Madrid looks like nothing to him. He's got that rare mix of confidence and humility. It's no wonder managers love him. Bellingham's not just a great playmaker, he's a marketer's dream and a role model for younger players everywhere. The sky's the limit. Now let's talk about the future, because that's where things really get exciting. Bellingham is already this good at 20. Most players are just breaking into their first team at that age. He's already world class. So where does he go from here? If he keeps this up, we're looking at a future Ballon d'Or winner. No doubt. He's got the talent, the work ethic, and he's at the right club to make it happen. But could he be the Real Madrid captain? He's certainly got that leadership quality you can't teach. And for England, he could be the linchpin for the next decade or even more. The tide is turning. But here's some good news. I think perceptions are starting to change. His performances are getting harder and harder to ignore. Even the big critics are running out of ways to downplay his impact. More and more big names in football are singing his praises. Managers, former players, even opponents. They're starting to see what we see, just how special Bellingham is. And for the fans, the Real Madrid faithful have already taken him to their hearts. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the football world catches up. Give the man his flowers. So, what's the bottom line here? Well, simple. It's time we gave Jude Bellingham his due praise. We're not just watching a good player, we're watching a generational talent, the kind that doesn't come around often. Yeah, he's young. Yeah, he's still got stuff to prove. But what he's already done? Extraordinary. And the scary part is he's only going to get better. So next time you watch Real Madrid or England, really focus on Bellingham. Watch how he controls the game, how he makes everyone around him better. That's what makes a truly special player. So, what do you think? Is Bellingham getting the respect he deserves? What more does he need to do? How does he stack up against other great midfielders at his age? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, smash that like button and subscribe for more football chat. Until next time, see you later.